up with EDC or, because Ted is a lot of Stevens County, so
Sure.
if we could get him hooked up with EDC,
They're
they're on
already-
Drake County.
They're already on.
They're already on.
Perfect.
He's working with handling both CAD
Okay.
and PDC. That's it. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Maintenance reports.
Everything's going pretty good. Water use is getting up there. We've been over 100,000 for a few days now, but we're in the okay zone still. We went and cleaned the sand filter today. So everything in the town is pretty much, if the lawnmower just doesn't blow up, we'll be okay. But in other news, we've got, so there's some testing for drinking water coming up next year that is for polyfluoroalkyl compounds, PFAS for short. And it's been stuff they've been talking about at the state, federal level actually for quite a few years. And it's stuff that they, when they sample for it, they're testing for it. Most of the things that I test for, we're looking for stuff that's like parts per million. These things are measured in parts per trillion. Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be a requirement next year in April, I believe, of May of 25 to start doing this testing, probably once a year. But I was able to take advantage of a program with the Department of Health for some free testing. They're going to actually, they've got contract labs that will be contacting me to do a test. And if we don't have the stuff, I may be able to get us pulled off of that testing schedule.
Is this another unfunded mandate? We have to pay for the testing?
Correct. Now, this testing here that I'm doing now to get us out of that hopefully is free. It's a free program for small towns.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know any.
And that's gonna be mandated every year.
It'll be a
From
yearly
25.
test after 25, yeah.
Unless you can.
Unless we, if we don't show any, then maybe what they will do is they'll put us on a 3 or a 5-year testing program where I only have to do it every 3rd year, 5th year. You know, that's much more. I'm sure we're not gonna find anything in our water supply. You know, this is stuff from, you know, Teflon,
Yes.
waterproof
Big cities.
coatings, non-stick coatings.
There's no non-stick pans up there?
Well, you know, we've had a few hobos back in the
Don't forget
1800s, but I think that was
Those before the non-stick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, no, I think our water system's gonna be okay. I don't see any, no incident of contamination for us at all, so. But we'll see, you know, I'm just guessing at this point. We'll know when I get the testing done.
Were you going to ask for volunteers to do,
That's the lead copper, and yeah, I'll be asking some folks around after here. I only need a couple more actually, but yeah, it's a lead copper survey again. So anyway, I've got sample bottles and some instructions for anybody that would like to participate. I only need to do 5, but.
Do you do it at certain points of the town, so they are separated?
No, it's in homes. That's- I
Right,
will- I
but
will-
in certain parts. of
Yeah,
the-
yeah, wherever,
So
and
it's
it's
scattered.
just random wherever. And we're not necessarily testing for lead in our service or distribution system because we don't have any lead. It was pretty common before 1948 to have all of your service connections were lead. All of those lead, they were lead pipe. Luckily, we didn't have anything even in the ground in
There's no leaching
1948 here,
leach.
so, yeah. So we don't have any, and we've had all of everything dug up in the past 10 years to install beavers, so I know we don't have any. We've done the in-ground survey. We have nothing in the ground on the town side. But what they're looking for is if in houses, if you have copper plumbing, that's about the only time you're gonna find any incidents of lead or copper. And it's gonna be very minuscule unless you have an issue in your house. But, again, that's usually related to water treatment, and the pH levels, acidic or alkalinity levels in your drinking water can reach lead or copper from lead and copper pipes. We don't have pH problems here. That's a Flint, Michigan problem, specific. That's what their problem is they changed water sources to accommodate for the pH change.
Since when does
When?
that stop them from testing?
Apparently it doesn't, and yeah,
This is
it
not
scares the
new.
heck out of me, but I'm like, what do you guys do? whatever, it's their deal. I work here, yes, so.
Well, thank you.
Anyway, so there's that. I think that was the main. They are gonna want us to start doing arsenic, iron, and manganese testing, but I actually already do that in a whole other panel of testing called inorganic compounds, volatile inorganic compounds and stuff like that. So we're already meeting those new guidelines. We've already been doing that because we have surface water and we're in a mining district, and we do have incidences of arsenic and other things in our water, but they're, again, extremely, almost, just barely detectable.
Thank you.
And, yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
This is me.
Oh, yes. Old business is our sewer rate public hearing.
So we'll have a public hearing on August 8th at 6 p.m.
August 14th.
August 14th, sorry, 8/14. I wrote it upside down. I had the letter to the residents ready to go out next week, and I have the ad ready to go in the paper for 2 weeks, starting next week. So that'll go forward in our next meeting. Yeah, Delaney and I finished the bid package. It's
Yeah,
out, and
they're out.
5 people have asked for the packets. I have not received them back yet, so I'm gonna expand our advertising to Spokane and reach out to Spokane Rec Department.
Is there a time frame on that? I mean, like, do they have, 3 weeks to reply
Well,
or?
they've had 2 weeks now.
I just never like closed. I mean, I know we're just waiting to.
Well, if I don't have any bids, that's
Exactly.
still open.
Exactly. That's kind of what I
Yeah.
was thinking,
So,
yeah.
If we get a couple, we'll put it in.
we wanna get as many as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Did you send it to Stevens County or anyone from Stevens County pick it up at all?
No, but I can send it over to Colville's newspaper and Wheeler's newspaper, but I'm gonna send it to Spokane and then Spokane Recs, because they're building 8 ports out in Spokane Valley, so I'm gonna send it out there. In a rainstorm. Delayed
It's the first one I missed.
Told you the rain.
Huh?
Told you the rain.
We had quite a few people there.
Yeah, it was actually very nice. Quiet. Really going to be drop kick perfect. July 4th. And aside from random people running around with fireworks, it was. I was really tempted, it's never been, so since it's the middle of the week, kind of affair, a lot of people were taking advantage of a 4-day weekend, so. But it was still pretty good.
We were busy. Well, we only had a few hot dogs left, and we started with 160 hot dogs.
And clearly not everybody took a hot dog, so that's, yeah.
We were busy, so
Oh, yeah.
there was no food left.
Nothing to compliment us.
Was that a good
I
thing?
had 2 or 3 people stop me and say it was absolutely wonderful. And
We're looking
several
at
people from out of
possibly
town.
doing an ATV parade, decorated
Yeah,
That would
ATV
be
parade.
great.
Yeah.
I told my kids we're gonna do it, so you have to do it.
That would be
We're so excited.
I just wanna say, before you go on, that the groundskeeping, because I wasn't a part of it this year, but you guys all worked it out. It's beautiful, it looked lovely, everybody that stepped up and helped get everything ready. And then the cleanup was amazing. I drove by later, and you can't even tell anything happened. It was absolutely wonderful. Yes, you guys are awesome.
Should see one about the road, I think we pretty much covered that.
It just starting,
Yeah, I saw the signs about it.
Is there an end date for that? Like, when they're gonna be done?
With chip sealing, no, I don't. Kind of depends on how it goes.
So we're expecting transport delivery at the end of the month.
Oh, they should know that.
Okay.
That's
I
a
was-
transformer.
I will check on that.
Yeah.
When you know when the Transformers coming?
End of July.
The same kind of one as the last
Big
big
boy, yeah.
Well, that went
Where they
so
have trouble
well last
making
time.
an order?
Well, let's hope they're done.
I remember how
Well, at
bad,
least
I
they're
remember
not-
how much we had to clean the road just for a
Well,
little
at
bit of
least they're not
sand.
doing it in the middle of winter like
Yeah.
last time.
I don't know if this is much better with the.
Were you
gravel.
here for it last time?
Yeah.
Anybody that hasn't sat by the road and watched out when go by, this is an event.
I'll be up in your yard.
Yeah. So we're gonna buy my contractor roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Council reports.
Well, I kind of jumped ahead and spoke on the grounds and the community coming together and everybody working hard and jumping in, so thanks to whoever was involved in helping. It was amazing. Sorry I missed it.
Was that 22?
I heard there was a pretty decent
We
turnout.
did a family thing.
Oh. Warm and not well
Yeah.
even.
Yes.
Awesome.
Lisa?
I guess all I really would have is the town picnic on the 4th of July. I wasn't there for the town picnic, but I did hear it went really well. I went really well, nor was I there for the cleanup. We were getting soaking wet at Boot Fest instead. That was an eye-opening experience. But yeah, the July 4th, went off without a hitch. I mean, Kelly has got everything down. It's
So
so
exciting.
easy. It's just so easy. Yeah, it's great. I really enjoy doing things like that.
Got to come over there and watch the legs on the ducks.
Exactly.
Hey,
I don't have anything. Do you have any commerce stuff? Down River Days?
Down River Day, wait, it's July. Okay,
Color run. Put it on the left, the color run.
that's, okay, the Bigfoot color run that we had here for, Florida, did so well that a couple ladies, I helped them put on the one for Ione, and it's going super well. So it's the night before Down River Day, so it's Friday, and it's gonna start at 26th. Yeah, so it's kind of a funky where you start. It's gonna be where the Ione grocery store is, but then there's the old mill road that goes back. So everybody meets right there, and it's 13 and under, and then there's gonna be tons of color, t-shirts, type of fun.
How many people do you think we have in Marta for the Bigfoot hunters? 46.
There was 46?
46.
Okay,
That's
so there was 51.
amazing. I know.
No.
That's my
I didn't count all the adults.
Kids that bought t-shirts.
I'm trying to talk Marcus, and I think he's gonna come, so he's excited about it.
It's so much fun.
I was a little, I was a little one, especially my grandkids.
He's
Oh, yeah.
13, so.
Yes.
He doesn't make
You'll
any
like
difference,
it.
yeah.
I was
We
gonna
had
say,
the
Dad,
older
you could
kids
run
had
with
as much fun as the younger
Yeah.
ones. It was perfect.
Well, the twins wanna do it, but we told them to do it, so.
I think they're probably for color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good help.
Yeah.
They were really having a race,
Yeah.
taking it very seriously.
Yep.
That's great.
Yes. So Down River Days should have good, and they're really taking, or being proactive this Down River Days to bring some kids' stuff in. They're gonna be doing obstacle course, blow up toys and stuff like that, and bracelets for the weekend. I don't know, I haven't read up on it, but I know there's gonna be bracelets that are good for like 2 or 3 days.
$10 for the day.
Yeah.
So I understand.
So, very happy about that. Down River Days is getting some work and stuff, and the color run is really fun.
Okay, and then I formed that, Mike Silvergate has something to say.
He was just wanting to see if anyone would be available in August to help him with painting of the pavilion of the cemetery and working on the sign. If you could reach out to him, we'd appreciate that.
Does he have a time at all, or is he just, it's just open right now?
It's open,
Sometime in
that's how he
August?
feels.
Okay.
It's fine.
Mhm.
So we can finish off the cemetery before Labor Day.
Okay.
Or does he believe?
The pavilion up top, the top part, that green part, and then we're putting crosses on, and then fixing the sign down below. And then there's an Eagle project putting in a new flagpole before.
So it's cohesive, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, the Legion's taking care of all of that. So, but he was just looking for a few volunteers. And then they're gonna roof the inside.
Softening.
Yeah, so the turkeys don't roost in
Yeah, it's
So
terrible.
just, so
Okay.
basically a work
I
day in the
I know,
cemetery.
you go sweep and clean and you go
Power
back the
wash.
next morning and it's like, really?
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
help.
I'm gonna start eating turkey.
There's some people that eat the turkeys.
Can't recommend it.
No, I know, yeah. I mean, you know, if you're hungry. But they do eat a lot of bugs, you know. I like the turkeys because they take care of bugs and
Yeah.
ticks, but they make stuff
Yeah.
there.
Okay, treasurer's report.
Payroll 10,832.89, expenses 6,452.14, revenues 12,254.42.
Motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Public comment.
During the public comment period, your comments are limited to 3 minutes. These are guidelines to help council members hear as many different viewpoints as possible in the limited time available. If you are speaking for a group, you must tell the council how the group developed the position that you represented. The council may or may not answer questions, and questions should always be sent to the town's email.
So quick update on Porta, so we are helping down River Days out with the insurance on their inflatables. We're also helping the triathlon out, and we will be helping the resource fair on August 8th. We will also have a booth at the fair, the county fair. Yeah. So those will be our next big things, and then are now partnering, I cannot speak, sorry, with the Cutter Theater, and we will have the Metaline Monster Mash will involve the Cutter Theater this year. We'll have one big event for the kids.
That's awesome.
They'll do what we've got going now is, I believe, a scavenger hunt in Metaline Falls, to a movie at the Nubu, and then down to the big to-do in our park.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
It's getting bigger and
so
bigger.
that's what we got planned for Florida coming up.
Awesome.
Okay, well,
Anyone else?
motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
I will second the motion to
all in
adjourn.
favor?
Aye.
Thanks for coming, folks.
Thank you.